Top of the 8th here in Seattle. The Guardians lead the Mariners 3-2.
You can vote 5 times per day, every day.
They have their bats coming up to the plate.
/vote to cast your ballots. Casey Legamina is on. He will work the 8th
New
inning
pitcher.
for the Mariners.
Casey's in.
They come off a 2-inning outing through 9.
First batter he'll face is...
2 walks.
And Austin Hedges? No, Daniel Schneemann.
Casey Schneemann, who takes down and in for a ball 1. So Vargas, a
First
very
pitch is
efficient
down, ball 1.
12-pitch, 7th inning. As he went through the top 4 in the order. Hand things over to Legamina, down a run in the 8th.
That's high, but it's called a strike.
Essentially go back out there.
1-1.
8th inning. Sure, it could be. Look at this. It's a 3-2 game. Maybe if it was 2-2.
That one's shot, but playing in was Williamson. He'll fire to first, and Schneemann is retired. 1 out.
Taking the lead, if maybe you stay with Vargas, then to if Brash is in fact down, he worked yesterday. He's got 2 of the last 3. And
now Bo Naylor will come up.
To Bridget Munoz, but
he's hitless tonight.
Maybe not. The other thing is, obviously, if you use Vargas today, he is for sure down. If you use him for 2, he's for sure down tomorrow.
And Casey misses outside, ball 1.
But he was very efficient tonight.
Bo Naylor chops one foul. It's 1-1.
I remember asking people Woodworth, before the season started, or the day before opening day. And
that is high, but called strike 2.
The way this bullpen kind of shapes out, obviously it takes a good month to kind of figure out what you got.
So it looks like
what guys can do, how they can bounce back, and everything else.
The high pitches will be established as strike.
Dan Wilson,
oh!
as well, sit there
and Bo Naylor strikes out looking at the knees.
Map out everything for the game and how you're going to do it in all different scenarios.
2 away.
See Casey Legamina punching out Bo Naylor, pitching down the bottom of the strike zone. He said, absolutely. He said, we go over every situation from Logan Gilbert bowing out after 3 innings to going 8 shutout. I said, what about that gut feeling middle of the game when you're feeling tempted or you got to feeling on a certain guy? He said, he goes, I'm not that smart. I was like, all right. Fair enough. That was it.
Here's Nolan Jones.
Yeah, really, this was born
that just misses
for the Mariners,
down inside, ball 1.
On a bullpen management
May have caught the corner of the strike zone.
Every day with kind of everybody involved on the pitching side, whether it be manager, bench coach.
Goes right back to the exact same spot, exact same call. 2-0.
In the front office, people in high performance, Rob Scheidegger and those guys, the trainers, to obviously check in on the health and who's available and who can go back-to-back or maybe even 3 straight days. And
foul off Nolan Jones. It's 2-1.
For a long time since that COVID season, and it's continued to be in place with Dan Wilson as the manager. This is his first full season, and that's what they do. They go over every situation and everything that might happen. And what pocket do we want Jackson Kowar in? And when are we going to bring Brash into what hitters? And of course, all that changes from day to day based on.
Nolan Jones is 2 for 2. Here's a 2-1 offering, and that's fouled off.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And so many games, as we all know, are decided in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. And sometimes even before that, when you're trying to bridge to those guys. A lot of thought put into that process. Ground ball.
Nolan Jones hits one up the middle. JP's got it. And side is retired. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Guardians go down quietly, but they hold the lead. Going back to Seattle, bottom of the 8th. New pitcher for Cleveland.
This is what happened to him last night with Rowdy
It's Cade Smith, and here's what happened to him last night. Fires a pitch to Rowdy. Rowdy shoots a comebacker off the front bill of Cade Smith's hat.
Actually saving him.
Whew. Oh.
Florian airbag, using some of
Man, he got lucky that he didn't get drilled in the face.
He stayed in the game.
Cade stayed in the game. He's a tough young man.
Back-to-back days.
There's his first pitch to Polanco. Is in there. Strike 1.
Strike 1 to Polanco. The club has hooked him up with a new hat.
Swing and a miss. Went after the high heat. Didn't even touch it. Nothing too quickly on Polanco.
0-2 on Polanco.
Tough assignment, Cade Smith here in the 8th, and you're going to face a Class A, one of the most dominant closers in the game. In the 9th inning. Down by a run.
Payoff. Fly ball. Shallow left. J-Ram's got it. 1 out.
It's a pretty good 1-2 punch. Smith to Class A. Class A, one of the great closers in the game.
J-Ram raises both of his fists
Guardians
and
are 2
celebrates,
outs away from handing
making
him
the
the
catch.
ball. Mariners need a run to tie, 2 to take the lead.
Here's Randy.
5 outs remaining tonight for the Mariners as Rosarino
And he
walks
just
away
backs
and
up
looks at
and
strike 1.
watches strike 1 go by him.
There is Class A. Good friends with Andres Munoz. Both came up with the Padres system together, former roommates.
That one's down. 1-1. Just missed outside. 2 balls and a strike on Randy as the Mariners have 2 warming up in the pen. Munoz, the closer, and Jackson Coar. 2-1 offering. That's painted. Strike 2. Good pitch there from Cade. Payoff. Randy ground ball, but it's foul.
Randy's been aboard twice tonight. Hit by pitch and a walk.
Two. Way outside, and the count is full.
A little too much sweep on that sweeper.
The Mariners have been in 23 one-run games. They've won 13 of them. Guardians have been in 14 one-run games. They've won 8 of them. Full count delivery. Got him! Blew it by him. And Randy strikes out for the second out this inning.
And then you got to protect against this 99 perfect spot at the top of the strike zone. I mean, that the bullpen for this Guardians team was literally the biggest strength in 2024, taking them to the playoffs. Hasn't been the same this year, but I mean, you see a Cade Smith in the Class A, 8th and 9th.
Here's Rowdy.
Yeah, I mean,
this is not where you
first
want to be.
pitch is foul.
1-2 to Les.
0-1.
You got 99, not to mention too with Cade. He has that plus extension, so he's right on top of you.
Yeah, the sweet spot in this game for the Mariners was in the 7th when Gaddis came on. And that's not to say that Gaddis is a walk in the park, but you have Gaddis versus the top 3 in the
fouled
order.
off again.
Crawford, Julio, and Cal Raleigh.
Same side both times, third base side.
That was the best opportunity.
Rowdy down 0-2.
Now, each one of these guys has an ERA, so not that it can't happen.
I think if you go back a little bit further in that game too, when JP was picked off second base, man, that was a real turning point.
I was in the 5th with Bybee pitching. Mariners had 2 on with 1 out at that point. Picked off at second base.
Payoff. That one spiked.
In a situation where
1 ball and 2
Guardians
strikes.
took the lead with Gabe Smarter, that pitcher got away from Cal Raleigh. It's been a difference.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikes out at the high heat. And Cade blew it by him at 100. We head to the 9th inning. Still 3-2 Cleveland. Top of the 9th, Jackson Coar is in the game, and he immediately gets a pop-up from the lane. And coming over in shallow right, it's Rowdy underneath of it to make the catch.
Very close, those 2 guys.
1 gone.
You know, we even heard Logan Gilbert talk about how he
Emmanuel Clase warms up in the Guardians' pen.
Right. Yeah.
And he asked him specifically about how he throws his cutter. And Logan learned that you just have to throw it at 100
Aniel Martinez to the plate. 0 for 3.
A secret that Class A, I think, will happy to make public because few can actually do it like he does.
Well, Logan, you
That first pitch is taken high for ball one.
And the ball's cutting as it hits triple digits, therefore.
Yes. Logan didn't come away with too many answers after that conversation, but did enjoy talking to Class A. There is Martinez, the number 9 hitter.
1-0 is taken for strike one.
We talk about Andres Munoz all the time and the stuff and the sinking fastball 99 with that slider. And
Kowar, this is only his 7th game this season.
Like that. You give up that one.
Hasn't appeared much.
1 or 2 back to back.
Looking good here.
Play on your mind.
And he gets on yellow to chase that pitch. 1-2. Nice breaking ball there.
A lot of different closers and bullpen guys who I've played with, they all have different ways of dealing with it. But some of them break the outings into increments of 10. They say, look, I'm going to have 10 outings. One's going to be bad. I can live with that.
Here's the payoff.
The other one's going to be
from Jorge Martinez. Fouled off. He stays alive.
It's tough, though, man. You give up that 2 or 3 runs in one inning, your ERA just blows up.
Stephen Kwan, the leadoff hitter, on deck. 1-2. Ground ball. Foul again down the first base line.
Guys figuring things out. Jackson Kowar having a chance after TJ. Best fastball velocity he's had pretty much in his career. Some good things with that 4-seamer too. Crane's hitting 125. That's a pitch when you go back to the days with the Royals. That 4-seamer got him into some trouble. Some hard contact against it.
1-2 again. Got him.
Swing and a miss. That just
Martinez strikes out swinging.
Martinez, 2 up and 2
2 out.
Well, tomorrow the Mariners are celebrating Father's
Now here's the
Day
leadoff
in
hitter,
softball
Stephen
day.
Kwan, to the plate.
Taking on the Guardians in 110 as part of the festivities. All kids 14 and under will take home this J.P. Crawford poster. Mariners.com/tickets.
First pitch.
Stephen
Taken
Kwan,
at the top of the zone
Against
for
Bolton
strike one.
We were talking one time about his mentality as a closer, and he was so unique because obviously he was a starter, turned closer.
Kwan's 0 for 4, 2 flyouts, 2 groundouts today.
To 9 outings at a time to replicate
for a hit
9
here,
innings in a game.
and he ties the count up after taking an outside pitch from
How many
Kowar.
runs
Good take.
did he give up over 9 innings to kind of mirror what it was like as a starter? There probably aren't many that have that unique of a perspective
1-1.
to do both like he did.
This is high and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
You have so much time just to think, about and especially too, again, you have that rough one, and you just got to try and trick
Kowar
your brain.
shakes, now settles on the pitch.
I'm going to break it up just the way.
And here comes the 2-1 delivery.
However you're going to do it.
Popped up.
Into left field, Arozarena.
Randy is going to be underneath of it. And we head to the bottom of the 9th. Guardians 3, Mariners 2. Emmanuel Clase will come in to try and get a save. We'll be right back from T-Mobile Park. Bottom of the 9th here in Seattle. Guardians and Mariners.
Back it is 1 tonight by the Mariners.
Guardians lead 3-2 still.
Mariners down a run.
Need 3 more outs to get the win, and Emmanuel Clase, the closer's in.
Over the Guardians.
One of the best closers.
And he'll get the bottom of Seattle's order. First batter he'll face is Dominic Canzone.
Range for Emmanuel Clase. The numbers are a little bloated. ERA. We had a situation
14 saves on 16 opportunities for Clase. He's appeared in 30 games. 3.41 ERA in 29 innings pitched with 31 strikeouts.
Believe it or not.
First pitch to Canzone
all of a sudden
is taken inside at 100, ball 1.
top of the chart swing and miss.
100-mile-an-hour cutter missing ball 1 to Canzone.
Canzone doesn't have a hit tonight. Struck out, flew out, and grounded out. And he rips one into right field for a base hit. Leadoff single by Dominic Canzone. And right on cue, his first hit of the night. Now the Mariners will have the winning run at the plate as that one was center cut. And he destroyed it to right.
You miss it with he throws your slider, you miss, hey, big deal, tip your cap. Just try and hunt that cutter. You can't sit on both of these pitches.
And Dylan Moore will now come in to pinch run for Canzone.
He is on the run for Canzone.
We also have a pinch hitter, Miles Mastrobuoni.
Moore represents the tie and run. Miles Mastrobuoni pinch hits for Ben Williamson. This is not an easy pinch hit assignment.
First pitch. Up and out. Ball one.
Easy take, ball one.
Clase only has 2 pitches that he uses. Cutter, which he uses most of the time, and then the slider.
Lefties have done some damage.
1-0 offering. Take it up and inside. 2 balls and no strikes on Mastrobuoni.
7 outings.
You see lefties hitting 300 against Class A this year. Righty's hitting 275.
Does Dylan Moore try and steal on this pitch? Or this at bat?
And you go back to last year, Righty's
Let's see,
hitting
he's
189.
dancing.
Lefties hitting 160.
There goes
2-0. Dylan Moore does go, and Bo Naylor dropped the ball on the transfer, and Moore is in the second easily.
Money back from Dylan Moore.
See Class A with that big leg kick, Dylan Moore taking off, being aggressive. You got to make things happen.
Oh, right on cue. Dylan Moore stole second, and Bo Naylor couldn't even challenge him because he dropped the ball in the transfer.
Great jump, actually.
2-1 on Mastrobuoni with Moore now at second. And Clase misses inside and down. 3 balls and a strike is the count.
Moore the tie and run.
This is a very big spot here. 3-1. That's misses. Wow. That looked pretty well, like it was in the zone for strike 2.
You can see Stephen Vogt, they play against the bunt,
But
the sacrifice bunt.
the home plate umpire disagrees, and it's ball 4, and Mastrobuoni's now at first.
You see Trace have that.
Drawing a walk. 2 runners on, no one out. The rookie Cole Young to the plate. He bats 9th. He's 0 for 3. What can he do here? He lined out, grounded out, and flew out. Corner infielders are in for Cleveland. Young is bunting. He popped it up, but no one can get to it.
It does not get much tougher to bunt against. Not only you face 101,
0-1.
with that movement to go with it. You have to get this bunt down. You see him playing for that 1 run to tie it up because you got Class A. That bullpen was burnt last night.
Does Young show bunt again? Here's the 0-1. He does. He plays it down. It's down the third base line. Throw to first for J-Ram. Is close. They got him. 1 out. Both runners move up. Moore now at third. Mastrobuoni now at second. And to the plate.
That third base line. Jose Ramirez was playing in no one at third base. So you do your job. Push the 2 runners into scoring position. Now, he made this close to Cole Young getting down that line.
Yes, he did.
As that throw from J-Ram beat Cole Young by a step. Dan Wilson liking what he's seeing. And JP is intentionally walked. His first base was open. The Mariners have the bases loaded with 1 out. And Julio is at the plate. But before the at-bat between Clase and Julio, here comes Cleveland's pitching coach to talk.
Here in the 9th inning,
Mountain visit.
priority number 1 for Julio, put the ball in play.
There's only 1 out in the 9th. The bases are loaded. A sac fly will tie it. A ball hit into the outfield that'll drop will win it as well as a grand slam.
Situation where Julio can plug the gap here or rip one down the line. Mastrobuoni is the winning run at second base. Tying run Dylan Moore at third. Infield creeps in.
Here we go. First pitch between Clase and Julio. Righty versus righty. Up and in. Ball 1. That one read 101 on the gun.
You knew Julio was in swing mode, as he always is. 0-0.
Julio chance from the Seattle faithful. 1-0 offering. Julio fouls it straight back, and that looked juicy. 1-1.
Hanging slider out of the middle of the plate.
Ooh. That was the one.
Yeah. I'll say he does have 2 blown saves this year.
A mistake pitch from Clase, and Julio couldn't handle it. 1-1 delivery. Inside again. 2 balls and a strike. Clase's either missing in or he's getting Julio to get a piece of it. Infield's in for Cleveland. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 100 at the knees for strike 2.
100 with movement, with cut. Over the strike zone.
Oh, he swung under it. Wow. Nice pitch from Clase there. Now he can punch out Julio. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled off first base side. We'll see another.
Not sure how he got to that one.
Yeah. And he's so tough. Down and in. Just fighting that pitch off.
Crowd on its feet. 1 out, base is loaded, down a run of the 9th inning.
2-2 again.
Another 2-2.
Got a piece of it.
I mean, just such a good
Fouled
job
back
to
into
get
the
to that
backstop.
pitch. 101. Just staying in the count because you know he's got that slider in the back pocket. You get Julio to chase something down and away.
2-2 yet again. That spike that gets away, and here comes the tying run. Mastrobuoni scores safe. Ball gets away from Clase. Mastrobuoni stays put. JP up to second. The Mariners have tied it. A wild pitch lost to Seattle the lead, and now a wild pitch has tied the game for Seattle. Life is a circle.
Julio to chase, and Bo now just tries to backhand this instead of keeping it in front of him. Man, you will take it, knowing who you got on the mound.
And now a sac fly will win it. The count is full.
Fly ball can win it. 1 out, Mastrobuoni winning run at third.
Here's the Julio calls time. Julio calls time before the 3-2 pitch, and what a timeout it is.
Either one pitch, that cutter or that slider.
This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat.
Come on, wild pitches.
And you got to think to yourself, I know there's that open base, but Clase.
Infield's in for Cleveland still.
Something out of the middle.
Full count delivery. Got him! 101 inside, and Julio could not get a piece of it.
2 outs.
Clase strikes him out. And now the Mariners are down to their final out in regulation. And Cal Raleigh is intentionally walked, so they're going to try and get to Randy. Or no, Jorge Polanco, actually.
Think about all the times these two have squared off. Longtime Minnesota Twin in the division with the Guardians in the Central.
A base hit will win it.
A chance to win it.
Game tied. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, and the base is loaded. First pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. A walk will also win it. Crowd on its feet here at the T-Mobile Park. Now the infield's playing at normal depth. Mastrobuoni the winning run at third. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
99 at the bottom part of the zone. That looked like the cutter.
So he's swinging over that pitch. He's 1 for 5 against Clase.
Clase trying to end things here. 1-1 offering. Polanco ground ball into center field. Base hit. The Mariners walk it off. Jorge Polanco walk-off single, and the Mariners come back and do it at the bottom of the 9th. What a win for Seattle. 1-1
Well,
And maybe this will help Jorge Polanco break out of that slump. What a win for Seattle. See y'all later. RB out. Peace.